what's going on YouTube? I'm Ryan. We got Dad, Eric, and some mystery man. This is Tranny Racing, and we're going racing at Petaluma tomorrow. It is currently, what, 10 something at night. We just got back from Antioch.
Exactly 10:17.
10:17. Just got back from Antioch, and we're gonna do some last minute welds here, get the car ready to go for tomorrow. We got 5th place, I want to say last night, but it was tonight at Antioch, and ended up taking all my tear-offs off the first lap. So just kind of stuck around and ended up 5th out of, I think they started 20 cars. So it was a wreck fest, and hopefully Petaluma treats us a little bit nicer. We got a couple more things we got to weld up here. Nerf bar and some spring steel in the back. And I believe this tire and rim is messed up. I believe the rim is bent, so we're gonna yank that off and check it out and go over everything else. Make sure that this thing's ready to go for tomorrow. You'll see in a second. Wish us luck. Need some more light out here?
I saw it good. I can see it enough. Getting at it with a sledgehammer, trying to bang this thing out and get it back on the car.
Yep.
I got a new piece of angle aluminum to put on there so we can put that spring steel back on.
Cool. All right, so we got this thing jacked up. We're gonna crank it and see how bent this rim is, and hopefully it's not the axle. All right, let's try another rim. All right, that's good. Let's try a spare and see how it looks. What's up, puppy? All right, it's our mobile welding cart, AKA Rite Aid shopping cart. Come on now.
Yeah, that might be hot.
Yeah, I built out some material on that one. Had about a ½ inch gap. These guys are flipping rims. Cause that one we had on there was
Man, fat and lazy.
pretty bent. So we're swapping it all. Good tires on the decent rim, vice versa. Chimney showed up. It's a new video, Chimney.
Oh, it's a new video?
Yeah.
Oh, so the next week. Okay.
Yeah,
bye.
next week. Next day. And we got the boss here.
You know, I don't care what you say about these guys. They do some pretty good, darn good work, you know?
I'd say the Hillbilly Pit Crew is pretty good. All right.
We try.
Eric beat this thing out pretty good. Pretty straight. Got a new angle aluminum on the backside. Making some headway. All right, fast forward now the morning of Sunday, 9:30, getting this thing ready to go. We're gonna make sure that our transmission works, because last night we lost reverse. I'm not sure how, but pulling onto the trailer, we found that reverse was gone and all the linkages hooked up to the transmission. So hoping that something didn't fall out of there and it's gonna be bouncing around and getting in the gears or something. So we're gonna make sure we got first and high gear, and then we're gonna get out of here after we make a fuel stop and finish up this body work. What race fuel?
All right, so Ryan, what was the matter with the tranny?
I pulled the side cover off, and something pretty simple here. Basically all it was is a set screw on the reverse fork came loose, so it's not even moving the shift shaft at all. It's just moving the fork. So all we gotta do, tighten this little set screw back down, we'll have reverse again.
We don't have any.
I was thinking it's gonna be a lot more than that, but thank God. Get some tires washed up. Eric's on a breakfast run. Got the tranny all fixed up. About ready to hit the road. Should be a fun day at Petaluma Speedway.
On the way back?
Yeah. Ain't nobody riding roller coasters right about now.
No,
Still pretty.
roller coaster anybody's gonna be riding is that race car right there.
That's it. And it probably will be a roller coaster on Petaluma Speedway. It's known for being really hooked up and really rough. We're about to find out. We got everybody loaded in here somehow. It's still pretty smoky, and it's like a whole other world out here.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a high of 79 today, which would be a nice little break. Wasn't too bad last night, really, though.
No.
But it'll be cold for sure when the sun goes down. Turn right.
Right turn, Clyde.
Hope you guys are enjoying your blue skies on the other side of the country. All we got is smoke over here. All right, so we made it. The boys are back there fixing some decking panels. I just pulled my number, pulled a 61. They got the coronavirus thing in full effect out here. We had to park outside of the pits because they're having everybody at least 6 feet apart, and it's already pretty packed. So, parked next to our Antioch friend. A lot of cars here. So we just did hot laps a little while ago. Couldn't really catch a rhythm. We're about to go out right now for the heat race. Starting 5th, and they're taking 4 to the A main. So we put our new rubber on, some good tires. Hopefully that helps us out a little bit. Well, I would just come in here and come out here. That's what I was thinking.
They're not gonna have anything bigger than that.
Creating Frankensteins.
Yeah, we're sewing them back up.
You're so bad.
Don't judge.
I'm not. I'm liking
No,
your.
no.
Flip it over would be easier. Yeah. I can do it like that.
So what is that?
This is a. You come up with a name. This is a
Called
device.
Jerry and Rig.
Device we're gonna try to somehow clamp the exhaust back together so we can run the main. So, trying to clamp it up.
Put some mud underneath it.
Some what?
Some mud underneath it.
Some mud?
Mud in there?
Why?
It'll seal it. Yeah, it'll seal it.
It will.
Well, I don't want the mud to melt and then have to be loose and then rattle off. No, it won't melt. It'll get tight.
It'll
It gets hard,
It'll turn
pack it
into
down
clay.
tight.
Really?
Yeah, that's what happens when you put mud in a kiln. It hardens.
Yeah, it's like
how they make
it's
clay.
pottery.
Patch
Yeah.
the header and then put this thing on
Yes.
it.
Yeah. Grab this mud right there.
Like he's like
Slam
thinking
it
about
around
it
there.
now.
Mud. Is it ever gonna come off? Because I gotta weld this thing back together at some
We'll
point.
take it off.
You won't have to take
You'll
it
chisel it off.
off. Like this.
It will come off.
Bent but not broken. Really
That's
thick.
like-
What? What is it?
Mud.
Oh, you're wetting it?
Mud. All right, so just ran the heat race. Was fighting for second place there, and got tangled up a little bit with them, and sent us down, both of us, into the infield, and we hit the berm together, the inside berm. I don't know what happened, but I'm assuming that my muffler back here hit a big old clump of dirt, and then it cracked the primary tube on the header coming in the collector. It cracked right about here on the one that is completely opposite. So we packed a bunch of mud in there and made this sheet metal that we had lying around device, put some hose clamps through it, drilled a couple holes to slide it through, clamp it down. Hopefully it holds for the main. We'll see.
What happened?
Well, I picked it up.
Yeah.
It took a nice little beating right here on the right front. All these pieces were all dismangled from each other.
What?
Got the header fixed up. It doesn't make that horrible freaking rattle noise like it was a second ago. And we're about to secure this nose a little better in the front. Got the tear offs on the car. Thanks for Livia. Or my helmet, not the car.
What?
Tear off girl.
Oh, look at that, you got an upgrade.
And we got the sprint cars going out. I'm not gonna change anything on the car. I'm just gonna go out there and run it and hope for some good luck. Don't even know where I'm starting yet, but hopefully it's towards the front. We'll see. Catch you guys in a little bit. This is pretty much a summary of how our night went. You still got it. At least it's one piece.
Hey, you got your emblem.
Well, this is one of those nights we just should have stayed home. This was real bad. So we started 12th, outside 6th row. Made some pretty good headway. We got up to 6th until we all got out together. It was like a big old pile up. I think we're probably, I don't know, 10 or 12 laps in at that point. I was up to 6th. Rough track. You couldn't believe how freaking rough it was. I was getting all 4 tires off the ground. And I think it was 2nd or 3rd place got tangled up together, and we just all accordioned in, and this is the result of it. Pretty bad. Lost the nose. Bumper is gone, ripped off the frame, wired it up. Radiator somehow we saved. I pulled off because I lost my brake line here. It's squirting brake fluid all over the place. Didn't have any brakes, so I pulled off and also saved the radiator. So check this out. In here, I don't know how this happened, but freaking my big old 3/8 air filter stud broke clean off in that wreck somehow. A lot of body damage, and I'm looking down here and I see left rear train on the ground. Must have broken, then it pulled the left rear shock apart. And then this back bumper is cracked. So, total carnage. Got some work to do, boys. Got some work to do.
A lot of videos.
Content heaven right now.
Yeah, no joke. Expensive content, but nonetheless content. We're gonna get home and get to work tomorrow. Got about an hour and a half drive home. So load up and get the hell out of here. All right, it's the day after. Here's the aftermath in the sun. Looks a little bit worse. I think the more you look at it, the more you find broken stuff. So that being said, I'm gonna get it off this trailer and get it back in the shop. Just got off work and I'm bushed. We got in last night around 12:30, and what a long weekend. I gotta say a big thank you to Jay Bryant for getting me that sheet metal. Really appreciate him getting me that. It's blue, so it'll actually match the car, and the nose that I don't really know if we're gonna be able to use again. We'll find out. What a rough weekend, guys. It was fun nonetheless. Had a blast doing it, but we worked our butts off. Gotta say thank you to Hillbilly Pit Crew, my dad, and Livy, and everybody else out there who was helping us and supporting us. Long weekend. It took a lot of effort, but I think we had some decent results. Just didn't really capitalize on the ending of last night, but we had a fast car. I think it was getting kind of smooth down there on the bottom, so I kept on going high naturally and was hitting all the big ruts and stuff. But I think I could have made some good laps. I would have had a little more time out there and had a little more you know, open track in front of me, not just running in traffic all the time. But the car felt good. Still need a little more motor, I think, to run with these guys, but nonetheless, I think we have a decent car. I know that the next big race out there is on Halloween, I believe, and it's gonna be at Antioch. It's gonna be a big race, big purse on that one, so that's gonna be a for sure thing. I was planning on doing maybe a race or two in between then, but we'll see how that works out once we figure out what all is broken here. But you guys stay tuned for another episode of us going through the car. I appreciate you guys watching here at Tranny Racing, and we'll see you next time, guys.